Hey friends. So this is probably going to be a fairly quick video. I'm just going to organize this paper into these smaller, more manageable bins. The bin that I have down here is super heavy. It's too much paper to lift. So I'm actually not even going to lift it. I'm just going to take the paper out of it as I go and place it into these. And I just thought I would film while I did that and chat with you just a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, friends. So I'm just gonna drag this big old thing of paper over and I'm just gonna start pulling cardstock from this. This is all old 12 by 12 solid cardstock from Stampin' Up. Let me tilt you down. That I just collected. Maybe we should zoom out a little too, huh? There we go. That I've just collected over the years. And I am not going to get rid of it because I am getting back into scrapbooking slowly. It's been slow, but I'm doing it. And that's okay. We can take our time doing things, right? But I don't want to get rid of this solid cardstock, obviously. I would assume it would be an obvious reason of if I want to scrapbook, then I can just pull. So this fits. I've got some red and like not really orange, but kind of, oh yeah, I do have orange in here. Orange, yellow, green, blue. No, green. Red, orange, yellow, green. Fits in this one. And I could add blue, but that's gonna make it too tight, so I'm not going to. So I'm gonna move to my next one, and we're gonna go with the blues and the purples. I think all of these will fit, actually. Let me just try. So this is all the rest of my solid cardstock that's 12 by 12. Yeah, it fits in two. So that's great. That's awesome. Yay. So there's those two. And I'll just be able to put those down and that'll be way easier to like pull up. And then I think I'm going to go with one of these medium-sized multi-purpose bins. These are from the Container Store. I did a whole, let me move these some. I did a haul video for you on the stuff I got from the Container Store. So this is one of the bins. And then I've just got random other things down here. So let's see. We've got, oh boy. Ooh. This is where I need some sort of like dividers and holders. And wouldn't you know, I got rid of them all. I had 12 by 12 paper holders and I got rid of them. So stupid. But like I have this whole pack. This is the Echo Park Winnie the Pooh Christmas. And it's papers and ephemera packs and enamel dots. And so I'm just keeping all this together in one collection. And then there's also this solid cardstock, so I'm going to keep it with this Winnie the Pooh collection. I have to say this is kind of fitting a little bit snug. Why? Why is that? I think it's because it's in this big bag. So I'm just going to kind of shift everything to one edge and then fold this over. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't bend up that paper. Okay. And then there's a bunch of other, so I've got this pack that's a Mexico. Yeah, this one fits fine. It's just the other one. So I'm kind of going through and just grabbing out my packs really quick. So here's another one. This is a Photo Play Mud on the Tires set. So I'll put that like that. Oh, here's another thing. This is a pre-made kit by Katie's World Scrapbooking. And so it's like already die cut for you and everything. All you have to do is assemble it, and there's instructions. So there's that. Okay, and then, so this is just, so the other stuff I have here that I'm messing with is just a big old stack of papers. So what I want to do is I want to go through all of this and like organize it into little sleeves, but I need to buy some sleeves. So there's no point in me doing that today if I'm going to do it at a later time. So let me grab my other stuff here. So I've got, oops. Okay, what else do I have? Oh my goodness, this is kind of heavy. Okay, so I've got some other, all right, so then this one is in a little bag. This is the Willow Creek Highland Cows. This is photo play, so I'll put that in here. This is some more like Mexico trip type stuff. It's random, but I'm gonna put it with my other Mexico papers. My husband and I went to Mexico and on a vacation together, and so that's what all that's from. Okay, so this is a close to my heart at the lake, which, you know, we go to the lake regularly. So let me see how I can, oops, how I can organize this. I think all these papers go with this. Yep. Close to my heart, relax at the lake. Okay, all of these go together. So I really want to make sure that this stays together. So I need a sleeve for this. And I don't have one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slip it in here just like so. And then I will get one. Okay, then this is a camping with my Nomies, and it's in a plastic sleeve. So I'm going to put it in here. Just like we're talking about with the other ones. Any more? Oh yeah, here's another one. This is a fresh picked by Photo Play. So this one, yep, goes to here. So I'm going to put that in the front. Here's another Highland Cow. I did get more than one of these. I do remember that. Yep, so I'm going to put this Highland Cow one with the other one, because why wouldn't I? So I'm just going to take off this front sheet, because I already have a front sheet, and I'm going to slip all of this in with this other one. Perfect. So now it's all contained. Okay, so there's that. What else do we have in here? This is some old Stampin' Up! Paper, but it's cute, so I'm not going to get rid of it. This is an old Stampin' Up! Paper. This is Mediterranean Blooms. I'm going to put it in here just because it's all contained in one package. And then, let's see, what else do I have? This looks, yeah, this is all from the same. Have some award-winning stuff. Oh, here's another pack. Pool party. We're big on going to the lake and water stuff, so. And then the rest of these are just random. So, yeah. Okay. So, the rest of this stuff, I now know, needs to be sorted and put into sleeves. Just so I can kind of have a little bit of control. I'm going to throw that piece away. But I'm not going to worry about that today because, get this all stacked up together. I really want to just get this stuff put into a container. And then I can always go through it later. And I'm going to use this smaller guy here. It should fit. Why is it not fitting? Oh, it's kind of bending my papers. Shoot. Okay. Maybe this isn't going to work. Hold on. I think some of these papers might be just a smidge over 12 inches, and that's why they're not fitting. Wait, these need to go up like this, I think. Oh yeah, like these need to go up on end. Okay, that could be the problem here. Hold on. I have some of these turned the wrong direction. So they're, because a lot of like the photo play paper, these might fit now. A lot of the photo play paper has an extra little, I'll show you, this thing that's like a label on the end, so it's bigger than 12 inches wide. So let's try this one more time now that I've turned a bunch of this paper. Does this need to be turned? Yep. Okay. I think it might fit now. Let's see. Yep, fits perfect. So that was the issue. So see how some of these papers are taller than the others? Can you see that right there? That's because they have like a little label on them. And so I'll show you this piece. This is from the Falling Leaves collection. See this little label? So if you cut that off, it makes it 12 by 12. So you just got to make sure you're going in the right orientation for it to all fit. So it all fits in here. I'm happy with that. Okay, so that's my pattern papers. Now we got to talk about some other things that need to go in a box. I've got a bunch of page protectors. So I want these to just all be together in one location. So I'm just popping them in here. Like so. They're not really fitting actually. They're kind of bending. I wonder if I should use this larger thing for page protectors, but I don't know. Okay, then I've got my Misty stuff here. I've got these little guys. I've got these 6x8s. Okay, and then I have some 12 by 12 grid paper mats for my Misty, my memory Misty. Man, they're really just not wanting to fit in this. Okay, they fit in here. And then I've got some old calendars that are just blank that I could use to create gifts or something. I'm going to put all my Misty stuff together in this one. So it's all in one spot. My memory Misty. And then I also have a memory Misty. Oof. Sorry about that, guys. And more calendars. Sorry, I know you're like, what is this woman doing? She keeps going off and back on. All right, so here's some more calendars. So I'm going to get those put away. And then my big giant memory Misty, which I don't use very often. Will it even fit in one of these? No, it won't fit. That's okay. That's okay. okay, it's okay, it's okay. Okay, now, I do have a couple other things. So let me just show you, let's see, let me move you cardstocks away. So these are going to be so much easier now to pull out and use because they're not so heavy. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? And all of this stuff, I have this whole random pile of mess that now can kind of get dealt with. Oops, well, just spilled a bunch of it. Okay, let me get, excuse me, I have to walk in front of you. So, let me get, these are my pattern papers. These gonna get scooped down for now. Yep, we're knocking other things over. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Oh, see, look. Look what we found. So put that there. And I'm gonna grab my page protectors. Whoops. There we go. And I just found more. So I've got all of these. So I'm gonna take these out of the plastic bag that they're in, because I would like these to slide into here nicely, which they do. And so now I just have my teeny tiny little scrapbooking stash. It's not much, but it's gonna get the job done. These are old Stampin' Up! Page protectors. I personally don't think it matters if you use different types of page protectors, so I'm not committed to just using one kind. Alright, so there's those. Okay, now we've got some scrapbooks. And I'm going to actually take my little Mickey scrapbook that I've been working on a little bit. Look, I have a page or two done. Look how cute. You guys see that? Isn't that cute? I did that. I scrapbooked that. And then I also did this cute page. And then these have pictures in it, but I haven't done anything with them yet. There's kind of like holding the photos. So I've got my little Mickey album. I'm going to tuck it right in here in the front of my page protectors because I feel like that's going to keep my page protectors from falling over and getting messed up if I have this in here. So that's a good little option for that guy, for my little Mickey guy. And then this will go right here, just like that. Doesn't it look nice? Okay. And then we'll have my Misty stuff and my calendars and my Memory Misty can go right here, maybe. I think it's gotta go, okay. I think we gotta tilt it and then it can go up straight. There's a little bit of a lip right here. Oh, sorry, you guys didn't see that. There's a little bit of a lip right here, and so some stuff like the Misty, to fit it under here, I kind of have to tilt it and then put it up straight. And then I've got my scrapbooks right here that some of them are empty, some of them have a few things in them. So just gonna kind of leave those there. And then I have like this whole box full of scrappy stuff, and I'm just gonna put it right here and put this stuff on top of it for now because I have some other changes coming to this area, but I'm waiting to get, oh, you can't see, I'm really bad at this. I'm waiting to get some more boxes in the mail. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm like picking stuff up and carrying it around and moving it around, and you would think by hearing me that I'm super out of shape, but I actually do go to the gym. You'd never know it. Okay, so there's that. And I think that's it. So, yay. Look how much better this looks. Doesn't that look so much better? And that's going to be so much easier to pick stuff up from. All right, that was it. That was just my quick little fun organization video for you guys for today. And I'll have another one out soon. And we, in the middle of all this, are still creating fun things. So I've been sharing some of that too. All right, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.